There are 5 reasons why you should consider being a sugar daddy. And man, you've heard this term before, but I wonder, and I want to hear from you in the comments if you've been a sugar daddy before, if you are a sugar daddy. Let's have that conversation. But in this video, I'm going to go over the 5 reasons why you should consider being a sugar daddy, because it's not what you probably think. So watch this video, stay tuned. I'm going to get into those 5 things. But most importantly, I'm going to get into what does it cost to have a sugar baby, like per date, if you want to sleep with her, or just have a sugar baby that's in or around and you're kind of dating. All right, I'm going to go over those specific numbers as well. So stick around, watch the video. All right, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm a Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button, because I'm dropping a video every day. All right. Woo, sugar daddies, sugar babies. Look, full confession, I've been a sugar daddy before. And I will say this, I do like to help people out when I'm dating someone, right? In fact, I had a conversation recently with someone, and we were talking about, doing a partnership together with this channel. And he's got a bunch of businesses, and he's a very successful guy. And one of the things he was talking about to me was, well, when he starts to date someone, he's more than happy to help her out. In fact, he said this, if he really likes her, he wouldn't even have a problem covering her rent. And guess what? He lives in Florida, right? That rent is going to be at least $2,000. Okay. And he said that to me. He said, I'd have no problem covering her rent if that's what she needed, or help with groceries, help with a car payment, and all these things. So the question is he a sugar daddy? Is he not a sugar daddy? So the lines get a little blurred, right? But at the end of the day, some might consider him a sugar daddy because he's helping her financially. But there's layers to this, and I'm not going to go into the definitions and all these things. I really want to focus on the 5 reasons why you should consider being a sugar daddy. And most importantly, if you stick to the end, I'm going to go into the financials. How much does it cost to have a sugar baby around, right? And the $2,000 is just one thing you could do to help someone out. But let's just get into this video. Okay, so I made a whole bunch of notes, so bear with me, just looking at this here. All right, but first, before I get into the 5 things, how much does a typical date cost? But most importantly, how many dates, and I want to hear from you in the comments, how many dates does it take you to have sex with a woman on average, right? Some guys might say, well, I always have sex on the first date. I don't believe that. Other guys might say, well, it takes an average of 3 dates. Another guy, 5 dates. Another guy, more. So just understand the numbers here. Going out on dates is not cheap, typically. Even if you go out for happy hour and you have some drinks or whatever, and everything's been discounted, the food and the drinks, you're still going to be paying anywhere from $75 to $150 for that first date, right? If you're doing dinner and drinks. Like within 5 dates, in order for you to end up sleeping with somebody, if let's say that's your goal, well, at the end of the day, that's what every man wants to do when he's going out on dates with somebody he finds very attractive. So add up the numbers, right? Each date's going to cost you, let's say, at least $100. Well, after 5 dates of doing different things, buying tickets to this game, doing whatever, you're 5 dates later, you've spent probably at least $500, even if you're ordering takeout, right? You're staying in for the night, you've got some wine, you're buying some food, some pizza or something like this. Like just calculate those numbers, and at the end of the day, you're probably going to spend about $500, right, over the course of 5 dates. So here are the 5 reasons to consider being a sugar daddy. And like I said, stay to the end, and I'm going to go over the numbers specifically. So reason number 1 is you're newly single and you're lonely. Well, there are some sugar baby websites out there. Let me know in the comments if you want to know what that or those sites are, and I'll drop some links. So it's easier to meet someone in a sugar baby situation because there's a financial benefit. And this is crazy, man. Women will jump through hoops for $100. $100, $200, whatever it is, $50, right? Like, so I remember one time I was when I was in Canada, and I DJ for fun. And one time I reached out to this woman that I connected with on Instagram, and I said, "Hey, look, I really like your outfits, and you've got this kind of goth vibe. I will pay you $100 for 2 hours to come and dance in my video when I'm recording myself DJing. I want you to be in the background dancing." And she was all over that. And that's been my experience with sugar babies, is especially if you just want to get together platonically. Oh, they will not cancel dates. They will show up because it's a financial benefit. And that's ultimately what women are looking for. They're looking for financial assistance, especially under the age of 30. All right. So women under the age of 30, typically they're trying to get their career going. They're still in school. Of course, they're hot and they're young, but they need money more than anything else, because guys are a dime a dozen. They can sleep with anyone they want, but how many guys are going to give them money? So that's number one, is you're newly single and lonely. Number two is maybe you have low self-esteem and you're shy, like you have a hard time meeting women organically, and dating apps are kind of a bust. So that's another reason you could consider being a sugar daddy, is you have low self-esteem. Number three, you want to have sex now, right? I love these dog videos where like the owners are dressed up like the looks like the dog has hands and they're eating food and stuff like that. And so when I just did that, you want to have sex now, like, right? So in the dog videos, the dog's like demanding food right now. Anyways, so you want to have sex now. There, okay. On these sites, there are sugar babies that are also slash escorts, and they will hook up with you for the right amount of money. And I will go into those numbers in a moment. So number four is you prefer being single. You don't want to go out on dates, or you're tired of kind of traditional dating. You're tired of having a traditional relationship, and you just want to engage with somebody when you've got the time and you just want to get it on, or you don't want to mess around with beating around the bush and having dates cancel on you and everything else and all the drama that comes in with traditional dating. It's just a fast track, right? And it's very transactional in the sense, but it can also be good thing where you agree, okay, I'm going to pay you this much money and you're going to show up on Friday. We're going to go out for a few hours. We're going to have a good time, and that's it. So number five, it gives you more options, right? When you have the financial means. So this is the key thing. This is the wild, wild thing. When you have the financial means to be a sugar daddy, your options just explode with women. Young, hot, attractive women, the options are off the charts, right? Because now you can pay for it. And you don't need a relationship. You don't need to go through all the hoops and being on dating apps. You can just boom, boom, boom. And some people might look down on that, but does it really matter? I mean, there's people look down on women that just hook up with some guy, this DJ. Like, what's the difference? So the bottom line is it gives you more options. All right. So now the numbers. The numbers, my favorite part. Okay. How much do sugar babies cost? So, and thanks for sticking around, man. So I'm going to get into that right now. How much does sugar babies cost? All right. If you want to go out on a date with a sugar baby, the average amount that she's expecting to hang out with you for a few hours, 2 to 4 hours, is about $200. So it's up to you what you do. If you just want to go to a movie, you want to go out for some cocktails. Yes, you also have to pay for that. By the way, excuse me for the sirens because I live on this really busy street, but I used to record these videos and redo the videos after the sirens. So anyways, I hope the siren passes, but so $200 is the average amount to get together with her on a date. And yes, you are expected to pay for these other things, right? You could negotiate less depending on how far she is. You're also getting Ubers and everything else, but at least bare minimum $100. But typically on average is about $200 for a meet and greet, and it's platonic, right? So how much does it cost to sleep with one of these sugar babies? This is what I mean by this is it's basically escort service where they're going to come over for however long you negotiate and you're going to get it on. That's going to be anywhere from 350 to $500. Now, it depends on the city, but in general, the cities that I've been in, if this was something I've been interested in, which I'm not, because I've had women on these sites say, "Hey, look, for 350, I'll come over and spend the night, or for 500, I'll come over and spend the night." So I'm like, okay. So eventually, I heard this enough. So it's 350 to $500 to have sex. Now, to have an ongoing situation with a sugar baby where you're seeing her each week, you're basically kind of monogamous, it's just her, and you've got this person kind of around and you're seeing each other once or twice a week, basically is anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 per month. There are a lot of women that will just date you exclusively because they know you're helping them out with that amount of money. Yes, some sugar babies want more than that. Fine. But I'm trying to give you averages and based on my experience of what it would take for me to date or have a sugar baby that's young, that's hot, and what her financial expectations would be per month. So hope you like this video. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And I do want to hear from the sugar babies, if there's any sugar babies that are watching this, what amounts have you charged before? Because that would be interesting to see and especially helpful for my viewers. All right, we'll see you next time.